Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I want to give a quiet gang shout out to Jen, Rain Carpenter, Yanka, and Daria. Thank you guys so much for being the first four to comment on my last video. I really appreciate it. So today I have these new acrylic colors from Tones. I'm going to be swatching every single color that came in this nature collection. Tones does a lot of iconic acrylic collections. These are so pretty to me. I love this color palette. It reminds me of like an eyeshadow palette. So I'm gonna do some swatches on some glossy white paper so you guys can see what every single color looks like. I used two colors today from this set to create my full set today, and I'm using nail forms. So for all the people that have been missing my acrylic videos, here we go. We got one, so go ahead, give this video a thumbs up if you've been missing the acrylic. And I also show you guys my prep, so when we get to that, I'll talk more about it. So this is the first color I'm swatching. This is kind of like a deep forest green. We have two kind of like lime yellows. The brush that I'm using is from YoungNail. It's their artistic Sculptor brush. I absolutely love this brush. I have been using it nonstop since I got it a while ago, and it hasn't frayed, it hasn't gotten messed up on me. And so yeah, I've just been living for it. The next color is this kind of olivey tone, and then this is one of the blues that I end up using today on my set. I don't know if this is the, yeah, that's like an accent blue that I end up using. So now we have like a natural brown. I definitely get the nature vibes with this collection. I had already done a green set recently, so I decided to just go for the blue tones. I tried to use a little bit of the gray as well, but I noticed it came off a bit darker than I wanted it to be. I can see some sunset looks with this, some type of like fairy looks or some emerald type of things or whatever. So this is the blue that I used on my French nails. So that's like one of the main colors I'm using today. And then we have some more of these like nude muted type of browns. I wouldn't necessarily suggest these for nail bed colors. They're just nice like accent nudes. They're all really pigmented and smooth and creamy. I do have a discount code for Tones. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on screen as well as in the description box. You can see my discount code down below if you're interested. So I want to give a special thanks to my patron Yvonne McLean for requesting this video for you guys today. She wanted to see how I do my prep in detail, because y'all know I don't do prep in every single video, especially lately. I have not really been showing my prep in every single video. I've been doing kind of like press on nails and then just doing my art on top of the press on nails. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys today. So I'm going to do my first step is remove the cuticle. I just push them back, and I'm also using a cuticle bit. I decided to do both because I needed both, but treat it kind of like a case by case basis. You don't always have to do it every single time for every single client or for yourself. So if you need to push them back, push them back. If you need to use the bit, use the bit. Just kind of like use judgment. Second step is to dehydrate. I'm using YoungNail Swipe, or you can use rubbing alcohol if that's what you have. After you dehydrate the nails, apply a primer. I'm using YoungNail's Protein Bond. That's my favorite primer. I'm doing 2 coats. Then I'm going to apply a layer of base coat gel and cure. Any base coat is fine. I used any base coat that's just sitting around and it works perfectly fine. After curing, the nails are ready for application. You can use a press dupe method with this. You can use builder gels, extension gels, acrylic, and you can also use nail forms, glue on some tips, or cure on some tips with base coat gel. It's a very versatile method that you can use with all types of extension building methods or techniques. So this is definitely going to prevent lifting. I hope that's helpful for you guys, because I know I don't show that in every video, so I wanted to kind of be a little bit detailed and show that. But yeah, if you can follow those steps, you might notice that you have like way less lifting. Something else that I did in the video that I forgot to mention is that before I came on screen, I buffed my natural nails with a buffing block. And I think I did it again on screen, but I kind of like quickly just went over all my nails with a buffing block. You don't have to scratch up your whole entire nail. That's kind of something I learned on Instagram on the Nuni Torres page. He mentioned that you don't have to scratch up your whole nail. You just kind of have to quickly buff it. And really the place where you want to focus a lot of those scratches is around the cuticle area, is what he said. So that's what I've been trying to do lately. And the cuticle bit should take care of that. So If you don't like using the Cuticle Bit, there is a tool from Tammy Taylor that's called the Etcher. It's a purple etcher tool. I used to use that a lot as well, and they claim that that tool prevents a lot of lifting. I don't know if it's like 99% or like 85%, I forget, but that's an option if you guys don't like using the e-file. So I'm starting today on my thumb. This is the same design I did on my other hand. I'm just replicating it here. I'm using the YoungNail Couture nail forms, and I'm creating a French tip with this blue. This is kind of like that sky blue that I showed y'all from the set earlier. The natural nail bed color is from JC Beauty Concepts Cover Blush. I always go back to Cover Blush because I'm noticing with other covers that I try, they're either not the right color for me, they're grainy, they're not pigmented enough, or they're too pigmented to where it looks weird, or if I file through them, they're patchy under, like within the layers of the acrylic after filing. But this one doesn't have any of those issues, so I just always go back to it. I'm literally running so low on it. I need some more of this Cover Blush. It's so gorgeous. It complements everyone that I've ever used it on. So the way that I'm doing my French nails today is kind of unorthodox, or maybe it's okay, I don't know. I feel like people don't do their French this way. Most of the time, what you will see with French is people will create their nail bed, take off the form, file up the nail bed perfectly crisp, and then put a new form on, and then apply the tip color and kind of like put the tip color all the way over the natural nail bed area, and then file through to reveal a crisp line, you know, a crisp smile line. That's usually how people will do it. But I really was trying to get this done quickly. I didn't want to have to take off a form, apply a new form, or I didn't want to have to go in with my hand file and, you know, make a crisp line. I didn't want to, you know, file through the acrylic and have to like guess if my smile line would look good or not after filing through. I like doing it this way. I feel like it's easier for me and faster for me. I just use my brush to create my lines. If you're not able to do this very well, just go ahead and take your hand file and clean up that smile line area, and it should be okay. But this is what I do. I basically build up my nail bed area. I take it down to like, I think that's either like the 1 or 2 on the form. And I'm creating this kind of like almond, long, elongated nail bed. And then as soon as that looks good to me, I just push up my tip color right around that smile line, filling in the wings side to side, and then I finish completing the shape of my nail. I'm not gonna build this up all the way. I'm not gonna bring it up all the way over the nail bed because I don't wanna have to file through this later, like I said. So then after that, I'm just gonna cap the nails with clear acrylic. So I did like 3 of these blue French tip nails. They're kind of my favorite nails of the set, but I like throwing some accent nails in too. So I did 2 accent nails. So after I cap this nail with clear acrylic, we'll move on to those 2 accent nails. So just stay tuned for that. I'll pop back in for that. So this is my first accent nail. This one's just gonna be a nude to clear nail. So I'm just putting on this JC Beauty Concepts Cover Blush and blending it down into like a fade, like an ombre basically. And then I'll build up the rest of the nail using the Sally's Beauty Supply ASP Clear Acrylic. And I'm also using YoungNail's Monomer, I forgot to mention that. All right, so this is my other accent nail. I decided to do something like a glitter ombre fade, but I'm gonna be marbling the darker blue and the lighter blue that I'm using. So this is kind of just like the most basic, simple marble ever, and I'm blending that down as well into the ombre fade. And then I'm gonna just put some glitter on top of this. This is a YoungNail's glitter. I think it's called Pearl or something like that. I'll have it listed down below. And I'm picking this up with my brush. I didn't even use a bead of clear. I just kind of stamped it into the wet acrylic. And then I'll just cap the rest of my nail with clear. So that's that on the accent nail. And then for my pinky, I just do another French tip nail. So I'll be back for the filing clip.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started.
Okay, so I'm doing my usual filing routine. I have my Makartt dust collector under me, still going strong. All I have to do is empty out the dust collector. My boyfriend actually helped me, like, he used an air can duster thing to like blow air into it to make all the excess dust come out, and it seems to be sucking up more dust lately. So that's a tip if anyone has this dust collector. You might want to try doing that with like a air compressor can thing for computers. So I'm just taking the bulk off the sides of my nails. I'm using that Burano e-file, the wireless one, and just using this bit that I always use. I got this one from Glitter Planet UK. So after I take off the bulk, I'll be going in with some YoungNail's hand files. I used 2 different YoungNail's hand files for this set. I use that 100/100 grit file. It is super stiff. I love that file for getting like crisp, clean edges. And then there's another file that's like a 100 grit, and then the other side is a buffer. I like using that buffer around my cuticle area because it's not abrasive. It doesn't like scratch your skin up too much or anything. So after my filing, I'll wash my hands. So on this finger, this clear nail, I'm applying Makartt foil glue. It's actually a gel that you'll need to cure in the lamp. And then once that comes out, I'm gonna apply the Makartt foil. It's this kind of like blue foil. I felt like it went really well with this design, and I'm trying to place it horizontally so that there's a lot of like clear left over, and then I'll cap the nail with a matte top coat. That matte is from Burano. And I really like this matte. It does not attract dirt. It doesn't stay dirty. Like, it looks really good. I haven't had any issues with curing it at all. It doesn't have like a tacky layer either. So I really like it. It comes in that top coat kit where they have like a pearlescent and hollow top coat as well. So for this glitter nail, I'm applying a blue duochrome that I got from Banggood a really long time ago. And I'm just capping that with some matte polish as well. By the way, on both of these nails, since they're clear, I did top coat the underside with a shiny top coat. And then I'm just gonna simply top coat the French nails with some glossy top coat. This one's from a Burano kit, I think. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is bling out this nail. I just did one bling nail, and I'm applying some AB stones going down the nail. I'm using Makartt nail glue. And my stone picker is from Couture. I really like this one because it has like wax on one side and a really pointy tool for moving the stones around on the other end. And this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down below. If you're new, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you guys never miss any updates from me. I love you guys all so much. Please stay safe, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Love you, bye.